How are we doing, guys? You good? Oh, another late one, guys. Another late one, but not quite as late, which is nice. You know, don't want any more of those 5 o'clock bed jobs. What's going on, Sativa? You good? What's going on, British Animations? How you doing? Looks like Hoover is off, says Bren. Yeah, it does look a bit dodgy, doesn't it, that he's not in the squad? You good, mate? 75 of you here? Get in. Come on in. Get involved in the comments. What we thinking? Let's go over the team. Let's go over the team a little bit. So, team lineup. We got got Bentley in goal. Looks like a back four. But Lima, Dawson, Bueno, both Buenos actually. Santi and Hugo Bueno. And then looks like a midfield three of Doyle, Kundal, and Bellegarde. And then a front three, Trewa, Gomez, and Guedes. That's my guess, at least. But it could be that Bellegarde's in more of a 10 role, so I'm not really sure just yet. But over 100 of you here already. Get involved in the comments, guys. Like and support the channel in any way you can. And if you're over on various socials, get involved on there as well. But yeah, hope you're all good. Hope you've all had a good day so far. Yeah, 4-3-3 formation. Looks like it, doesn't it? Anyone got a link for me? Can't find a stream on my Fire Stick. Stay in here for now, Harry. And if anything comes about, I'll let you know soon as. All right. If anyone can help Harry out with a link, that would be great. Actually, I'll leave that there just so. Bellegarde's going to cook. Guedes redemption arc. It is very interesting, isn't it, that Guedes is starting again? Predictions. I think it'll be a good first half from Wolves again. But I actually think our bench is stronger than Palace's bench. So it could be, you know, a match where we have to utilise the bench and get a win that way. But good, man. Really good. Yeah, hoping for a win as always. It's not really about the. It's not really about that, to be fair. It's more about the performance and seeing what the players are like. Feels like a 2-1. Larson comes off the bench and scores 2. Yeah, he deserves a goal after the last performance, doesn't he? Alright, so hide that for now. Hopefully no injuries tonight. Yeah, I was a bit surprised that Cunha one led to an injury, actually, because when it first happened, it looked as though it was planned, didn't it, the substitution? But we found out now it wasn't planned at all, was it? So it is a little bit concerning, I've got to be honest. But apparently he's been training, so I think it's more of a precaution thing, not risking him in matches, which, to be fair, is probably a good idea. But yeah, 160 of you here and counting, going up and up and up. Love it, love to see it. What about you guys? What did you think of the last game? Do you think the format of this team lineup is decent for a first half? I feel like Wolves should go to Europe this year, hopefully, like in the days of Nuno. I think it's down to Wolves now to really prove to everyone really that they're capable of doing something like that. I think it's something we should target towards, but I don't think we should feel bad, you know, if we just about miss out. But I think Europe's a target for sure. 1 goal disallowed and 1 assist in his first 3 pre-season matches. Yeah. Yeah, you've seen the Wolves training video today. Should be fine for Arsenal. Yeah, Gary O'Neill said he won't risk him for the rest of pre-season, but we'll probably start against Arsenal. Yeah, 7th place and we get Conference League. Hey, how you doing, Andrew? You're going to try and stay awake this time, son. It's not as late this time, is it? So shouldn't be so much of a task. Can't believe West Ham got Somerville though. 25 million is cheap. I think Somerville's a good player, but I don't know if I think I would have him at Wolves, but he's not really. He's not really. I don't think Somerville, when I've seen him play, would convince me he's like a Premier League starter. But he's definitely got some talent. Do you know what I mean? He's definitely a good player. How you doing, mate? You good? Is it Greeno? Like Rutter, to be fair, instead of Somerville. Yeah, exactly. There's plenty of players out there, and to be honest, I don't really think it's a position we need to strengthen until Neto leaves. Neto staying, come on. We hope so. We hope so. Score predictions. I'm going to go for another 2-1. I know it was 3-1 in the last game, but I don't know why I said that. I'm going to go for a 2-1. Alex has no idea, Harry. Greeno, yeah, nice one. Phil Gary is doing a better job than most of the recent Wolves managers. To be fair, like I think Nuno took the Premier League by surprise. I don't think anyone was really expecting Wolves to pull up any trees, and I think the way he played as well, which was all counter attack, really sort of suited what the Wolves team. And ultimately, I think as soon as they got fixated on that one plan, I think we got found out. And then I think the difference is with Gary O'Neill is that he's adaptable. He adapts to each game. So I think you're right. I think he's, yeah. Do you reckon we'll sign Carmo? We're definitely going to sign a centre back. I don't know which one yet, though. We've been linked to a couple. It's a strange year this coming season. City seems different. Arsenal not doing much. Paul in new hands. I think there could be some big surprises this season. I think Chelsea will be the big surprise. I think Chelsea might be the big surprise. Wolverhampton Wanderers. Yes, Paul, how you doing? 2-0 for me. Come on, Wolverhampton, says Charlie. Shouldn't be awake right now, going on holiday tomorrow. Buzzing, but just stay up for the half. Just stay up for the first half. 2-0 Geddes, first half. Larson, second half. Maybe he even gets a second. Yeah, it'd be nice to see, wouldn't it? I'd love to see Larson get some goals, to be fair. Just seems like that kind of player that goals will breed confidence. And I think he'll need all the confidence he's going to get to be a number 9 for Wolves, because they seem like bloody cursed. Sativa says 3-0. That'd be a great result. I don't think we should underestimate Crystal Palace, by the way. The last game of the season was Palace, and I thought they absolutely destroyed us. So I definitely wouldn't rule out Palace winning today, because they look good under their new manager, and I think although they've lost one player, they've still got pretty much the whole other team that played against us and beat us convincingly. 2-1 says Greeno. Plum says it's 3-2. 3-2, Larson hat-trick. Yeah, just like Jimenez, exactly, Wolves. Oh my God, they've got eagles on the pitch. And they're trying to escape. They get gutted. Oh my God, that is the most American thing I think I've ever seen in my entire life. They're playing the national anthem, and they've got two bold desert eagles just chilling. Not the gun, although it wouldn't be that shocking. You're showing the game, Lucy. No, unfortunately, I'm not allowed to do that. That would be fantastic if I could, but yeah, it's more of just a watch along party, basically. Like, you get a nice link and watch along with us. Greeno says, "How are you watching it?" Watching it using the Wolves app. Somerville was a bargain. Yeah, I agree, Ashley. To be fair, it's a good bit of business, but to be fair, West Ham, I think West Ham need some signings, to be honest. Sativa's watching on a free streams live, so yeah, by all means, Sativa, don't pop it in the chat, but can you DM anyone that asks for it, if that's cool. Watch along or not, I don't care. I'm seeing the best team in the world. Love the enthusiasm. Well, I'll do my best to commentate on the game as much as I can. Tell you guys what's going on if you can't get a link. But I appreciate you guys being here, man. It's a lot of fun to do this. I just can't believe they just had two Eagles on the pitch while singing the national anthem. It's literally the most American thing I think I've ever seen. Ashley says you've got adverts. Well, players are coming on the pitch now, so I hope you haven't got adverts, Ashley. You should be able to DM using YouTube, Sativa. I would postpone my death to see Wolves play. But I say you what, fair play. Yeah, the players are coming up on the pitch. Rodrigo Gomez starting as well, remember. Let me get the team back up for you guys that are just joining. So this is the team that's playing: Bentley and goal, back four, Lima, Dawson, Santi, Hugo, Doyle and Kundal as a midfield two. Bellegarde playing as a 10 with Trewa and Rodrigo Gomez either side with Guedes in the middle. That's how I've been told. So what is that? A 4-2-1-3? Is that right? 4-2-1-3. Yeah. That's what I've been told, at least. I'm not sure whether that'll change at any point, but it looks like Doyle's got the captain's armband as well. That's pretty cool. Doyle wearing the captain's armband. That's good, isn't it? What's that? The game with West Ham was amazing. Loved all the goals. Also, the ball that ball that Pedro Lima put in was absolutely ridiculous, wasn't it? Rodrigo Gomez, 2 assists. Let's hope for it. I'd like to see Lima and Stand on at the same time if you can provide crosses like that. Honestly, mate. Good morning from Shanghai. Nice to have games in the morning. Nice to meet you, Russell. I don't know if we've met before, but greetings from Wolverhampton. What is good is now with our players that we're in loan last season. We're keeping. Yeah, I think we're keeping Chiquinho. I'm not sure about anyone else just yet. But Guedes starting 2 games is very positive. I didn't expect Guedes to start. Much anticipated, another all Premier League clash here in the United States. Anyway, any idea where to watch without the Fire Stick? I've just messaged a couple of people to ask. But I don't know because I'm using the app. So hopefully someone in the chat can help out Theo. Rodrigo Gomez looks like Jota, and I hope he does what Jota did for a result. I don't think he's as. I see what you're saying. I think he runs the channel a little bit different to Jota. If anyone reminded me of Jota, it's probably Hwang Yi-chan, to be honest. Chiquinho and Mascara, but I mean better than nothing. I think he's just trying to try a bunch of things out, and I think that's what you need to do in a pre-season friendly. You need to try as much as you can. Yeah, if Keanu Hoover's not in the match day squad, he's got to be off to Sheffield United, hasn't he? I don't think he was that keen on staying anyway, to be honest. I think he'd be better off in another club as well, get more game time. Just kicking off now, lads. Just kicking off. Switching to a back four will be the best decision of the season. I think it helps us utilise the tens more, doesn't it? If we play a back four. Early as well, so pretty excited. Gareth will take a little bit of movement to four at the back. It looks like the way they're going to go this year. Wolves stole Pedro Lima from Chelsea, and I love that. Oh mate, honestly, one of the best things ever. Wasn't it? That mega surprised about that signing. Yeah, little patchy. Hopefully, an entertaining game. Dave, had Claire Heckman with me for the game the other night. So kick-off has happened, guys. Just waiting to see what kind of start we make. Palace looking like they're pressing pretty hard, actually. Managed to beat the press slightly, but we haven't won the ball in the midfield just yet. Palace by Chadi Diaz. Also know that if they win in regulation time. That's nice by Doyle. Find some space. This press, I don't like this press from Palace, man. It scares the shit out of me, to be honest. Managed to beat the press slightly, but yeah, that press from Palace isn't looking great. Cunha attacking midfield is going to be crazy. I just think it suits him. And then like drifting out to the side if need be. I just think he's just one of those players that likes to play about. So they've been stuck to as a 9. Doesn't really suit him at all, does it? To be honest, Wolves trying to play through the lines. Palace making it really difficult at the moment. Doyle's absolutely everywhere as always. Tries to put a ball through the middle. Wolves do decently enough to get rid of it, and actually, that's quite an intelligent pass. Bellegarde holds it off really well. All right, here we go. Wolves step forward now. Gomez, who got 2 goals the other night. Rodrigo Gomez playing on the left again, cutting inside basically every time he picks the ball up, cuts inside. Pedro Lima set up one of the goals. Pedro Lima getting forward again. Just talked about Adam Wharton in the Palace midfield tonight. Just kind of figuring each other out at the moment. 2 minutes and 24 seconds if you want to watch along, guys. The United States. Henderson. Richards. Here with Dawson. To see Dawson back as well, isn't it? After he missed the last period at the end of the season, really, due to that injury that he picked up, had to have surgery. Yeah, he was a big loss at the end of last season, and the results tallied with that. I'll tell you what, Ben, he's played a ball over the top here, and that's ball in. Oh, what a save! Rodrigo Gomez just had literally just a tap in. Ball over the top from Bentley finds
Gomez just headed straight towards the centre of the box. It was an excellent ball in from Guedes as well. Really.
So ball went over the top from Bentley to find Guedes. Guedes jumped on it like a seagull on a hot chip, and then puts a decent ball in. Pedro Lima getting forward again. Guedes getting forward again. Oh my God, Guedes has made a great run. Where is this Guedes been, guys? A lot of intensity from Wolves at the moment. Seem to have just switched it on all of a sudden.
Guedes though. Put the ball into the box. Rodrigo Gomez's chance.
I'm trying to commentate as much as I can, but Wolves are playing the ball around really nicely and quite quickly. Pedro Lima getting forwards, causing all sorts of trouble from that one side. And Rodrigo Gomez linking up with Guedes has been pretty much key at the moment. We've had basically a great save, and then Chuawa finding some space.
Two advanced players in the Wolves midfield. By a number of positions in Wolves colours.
Doyle's just making things tick at the moment. Absolutely making things tick. Oh my God, Pedro Lima. Who is this kid, man? Try to do a skill pass through a player, and he gets absolutely clotheslined. But Guedes just watching it back. Mate, I really hope we keep Guedes, man. He's been integral. Unlucky that is. We've got a free kick, Pedro Lima to take. Oh, Doyle to take rather. Doyle in. They can't get rid of it at the moment, Palace. That might be offside though. Yeah, offside. Where's this form been last season? If you're talking about Guedes, I really don't know. It really seems to me like he's trying to make an impression. Do you know what I mean? Whether that's to get sold or whether it's to just make an impression for Gary O'Neill, because they have been talking, you know.
6 of their final 7 Premier League games.
I agree with this. Pedro Lima is unreal, man. He seems to always find space.
Completely different outfits before he arrived, full of energy. You saw early on in the game how quickly they were looking to press balls. Also on the ball as well, the 3-4-3 formation, trying to find those attacking midfielders. Exciting Oliver Glasner as a manager, but what I will say is Wolves after that, maybe a little bit nervy opening.
Gary's seen something in him apparently, and he wants to keep him. I think he is right. If you think about when Guedes came, he was sold this ambitious, you know, thing from our owners and Uncle George. And I just think he's been told now a more realistic aim and a more realistic idea. I think we've tried loan spells and that's not really gone very well. I mean, it should be in him now to make an impression in the Premier League. Do you know what I mean? Why not? If he wants to play as a 9 as well, I mean, we're thin in that area, so he's going to get game time. Another ball over the top. Pedro Lima finds space.
Lima, a long way.
Bellegarde picks up a loose ball. Kundal over to Hugo Bueno. Hugo Bueno down the line. Rodrigo Gomez trying to go round, doesn't quite make it. But I tell you what, Pedro Lima is so threatening on that one side.
attacking that byline.
I don't think we hold on to him. Honestly, if he does this in the Premier League,
very, very.
He's got strength as well. Do you know what I mean? He's 18 years old there, and he's just absolutely held off two of their centre backs there to get through.
Quite a few years.
Really impressive.
Like revolution after this pre-season. 4 at the back, still chucking lots of bodies forward. 50 goals it was for Wolves in the end last season.
A lot of pace as well. I like how quick we're pressing. I like how quick we're trying to maintain the ball.
Lively. That game against West Ham a few days ago.
Looking forward to the new season from what I'm hearing. Joe Gomez will end like another Ruben Neves story. Do you mean like sold for a high price? Or do you mean like, becomes a bit of a Wolves legend? And
creative player, an exciting player, playing as a number 10 off a lone striker. He'll have that freedom to really roam around. He's so good at
hopefully we can cause Arsenal a lot of problems.
terrific goal opening game. So
yeah, he is British. He's from the same area, same exact small town.
So much excitement to smile about Jurgen.
Ball over the top again. This ball over the top. I know this sounds like basic football, but it's really helping. Bellegarde, good strength. Doyle dancing through. Intelligent ball through, but gets blocked off by Palace. Playing well. This here, hopefully we can cause Arsenal a lot of problems. I can't see why not if we play the way we're playing. Bellegarde's been playing well as well. I like Bellegarde in his natural position. Reckon we get Europe next season. We've got a great side, young talent, experienced talent. Yeah, we've got a good blend of the two. I don't think we'll get Europe, in my own opinion. We should definitely aim for it, but I'm not going to say we're going to guaranteedly get Europe.
Really good pick-up play, but he is capable right across that front line. I do think on that right-hand side is.
I just love how high we are.
Dawson.
Like our line is our line was that high then. We were over the bloody halfway line. Conference League. Well, yeah, we could. I think we could achieve. I think that's not a task that we shouldn't be able to aim for. But I wouldn't give that. I wouldn't put that pressure on this team. Just let them do one game at a time. Don't freak out when we get losses or goals go in or negative things happen. You just got to keep going. Palace trying to find a little bit of football here, but a little bit more possession. This is where we see Wolves press, whether it's going to happen or not. But we're not pressing quite as much as against West Ham.
Through, and he might see something here, and it's off the post by Kamada.
How is that not offside?
Very lucky there not to concede.
Palace have just hit the post.
Inside the penalty area, and he hits the upright.
I need to see this. He looked way offside.
Just 4 balls out. Very aggressive.
Let me see.
Left that midfield run. It's an excellent pass from Walton.
Walton passes into Kamada, and Kamada is literally on his own in the middle. I mean, that's why this comment. Where is it? The centre back comment. Where's that centre back comment? Wolves are now just missing a good centre back. They had Connor and Bolt. We literally just conceded because of that comment. We need a really good centre back. Can't see why not, because we had 15, 16 points taken off from VAR. I mean, that could happen again though, couldn't it? Think about Rodrigo Gomez's goal again. Which one? He scored 2. Thought they were both cracking. The second one was probably the better one. Had a little bit more to do, I think, on the second one. As long as we finish it with Villa, I'm happy. That'll be a hard task, mate, that Villa are cooking in the transfer window. Bellegarde's won a free kick. Top 6 side. Build up under Gary O'Neill. Hopefully VAR aren't against us. I know, yeah, hopefully not. We might be above Man City if all goes well. What with all their deductions.
Who had that shot off the post a minute ago, a free transfer from Lazio, but has worked with Glasgow before.
We're playing really high up the pitch. We need to just keep the pace up. That's what we need to do.
Santiago Bueno. Bellegarde.
Bellegarde's played well so far. Got himself into some good positions. He's unlucky there as well. Palace won the ball pretty up high.
Too much power on it. Expecting it.
Pedro Lima looks amazing. I agree, mate. Wait, are we 1-0 down or just nearly conceded? They just hit the post. We sort of switched off in the centre back. Centre back sort of switched off. It's a good ball, to be fair, by Walton. Midfield's it looks a bit like a midfield battle this game so far. Go on, Guedes. Go on, Guedes. Go on, mate. Oh, couldn't get there. Ball's still alive, Hugo Bueno. Nice bit of skill. Tries to beat his man. Goes back towards Doyle.
Wants a cross. He wants it. Pedro Lima. Bellegarde couldn't trap it. Such a fabulous run from Guedes. Coming short to receive the ball.
Santi Bueno was just putting an absolute peach into Guedes, and Guedes again three intelligent runs from Guedes now. Great first touches as well to get him free.
Really positive here. High boot from Guedes, but Tarek Mitchell stays on his feet and clears up the Palace. Kamada looking offside. It is.
Bellegarde's going to cook next season. What do you think about Kilman going for £40 million? I think it's one of those things, isn't it? We bought him for 40,000. We sold him for 40 million. If you think that's a bad thing, then I disagree. Plus, I don't think we've missed him in these pre-season games so far. To be honest, imagine we play Albion next season. I'd be so happy. Guedes is ready. He's had an absolute cracker so far. I think Lima is extremely underrated. I don't think he'll be underrated for long, mate. But I'll tell you what, that Santi Bueno ball, that's going to miss in these comments. That Santi Bueno ball was an absolute peach. Completely beat the whole midfield of them and their whole back line with one pass. Threaded completely through the middle.
Moving on, so really had that money pretty much available to them to do some early business. It looks like it's paying off for. Yeah, as I said earlier in the game, it's important to business early, but if you know that money's coming in, you want to try and buy the players before it does come in, because all of a sudden...
He looks like a good passer of the ball, Santi Bueno. That's 3 good passes now in a row, and he's offside. Unlucky Pedro.
Well, here he's just rolled that one into the net, but nice combination play there by Wolves. It was very, very...
He's onside.
The one your screen climb there. Lovely move, though. You can see Guedes disengaged is dropping.
Referee's just flagged for offside, and he was definitely onside. And Pedro Lima would have been 1-on-1 with the goalkeeper there. Great ball through again by Santi Bueno, and then one-touch football from Wolves around the corner finds Pedro Lima in acres of space, and he's played offside, but I don't think he's offside at all, to be honest.
Pedro Lima
Hugo looks a bit sharper. Thinks he's been lacking some confidence. I really think he needed a pre-season, to be honest, under one manager. I think we had Hammer's pants down with that deal. I think so as well. I don't think Kilman's a good centre back with in a back four at all, to be honest. Have you seen the new Real Madrid away kit? It's exactly the same colours as ours. Yeah, I know. I've seen it. I saw that absolutely months ago. Give me a ginger from City. His name is Tommy Doyle and he plays for the Wolves. What a chant that is. That's very close if it was off. It definitely wasn't offside. That was onside.
This big stadium tonight, 34,000 the capacity.
I think that's why he put the ball in the back of the net, because I think he was hoping that someone was going to make a VAR call.
Capital Washington DC and south of Baltimore here.
Anyway, 589 of you here. Get involved, guys, as much as you can. I'm trying to keep up with the chat. I think I'm doing all right so far.
Through here to Schlupp. Edouard, who's not really had much of a kick so far against Santiago.
Go on, Doyle. That's a foul, ref. If the ref kept playing on, he would have scored. It was. I don't know. I think at first glance it looked offside, but
Wolves just look that little bit further ahead, don't they, at the moment in Crystal Palace? Yeah, they do. They do. Say Crystal Palace early on the game were pressing really fast, but since then it's been all Wolves really. I know they had the breakaway chance, but they just look more comfortable in possession, the way they moved the ball. Pretty impressive start by Wolves.
yeah, one of my favourite chants of last season. That is Noah.
Chirewa, so much space here.
I'm really relieved that he's still training Cunha. To be fair, really relieved at that, and I think it's a really good idea to not risk him in the pre-season. I actually think that's a really good idea. Why should we? Why should we? He's already proved he's fit.
He's had a great calendar year so far. He moved down to London from Blackburn and then finding himself in the England setup come the summer. Can't believe his luck.
Oh, keep running. Unlucky.
Taking a risk there as well, but it worked out the Palace.
He looks switched on, Guedes. He looks really switched on.
Surface doesn't look the greatest from our vantage point, does it? But seems to be playing okay so far. And it's
That's a good ball from Palace.
10 days or so ago.
Playing through the midfield, giving him too much space here. Nice.
Santiago Bueno, Hughes.
Hughes just absolutely bolts this. Watching it on the Wolves app. On the Wolves app. Feel as if Wolves will be in a bad at the back with CBs and also goalies. I don't know, man. I think Mascara and Totti were really good against West Ham, and I think Santi Breno's had a good game so far, actually. Doyle looks a little bit off the pace, but it's to be expected. Needs a bit more minutes. Guedes gives me Jota vibes a little bit. The only player that gives me... Oh, sorry, Jota.
Bluegrass they're playing on here. The pitch apparently a bit different to the one.
Guedes gives me...
Bluegrass apparently very good.
I'm trying to think of a player he reminds me of, to be fair. I can't think of any. It's still 0-0, yeah. I don't think Guedes gives me Jota vibes as such. I don't think he's stronger. I don't think he's as strong as Jota. I don't think he can ride a tackle. And that was what I really liked about Jota. He could just ride tackles for fun. Yeah, get Raul vibes. I feel that a little bit.
His early performances in the ball share, he looks like really is a player who wants to grab this opportunity with both hands.
But I've got to say, Chiquinho gives me Neto vibes.
Another who you would
Chiquinho gives me Neto vibes. Head down, runs, good with his feet. Just needs some polish, and he'll be a fantastic player, Chiquinho. Well, I can feel it already. They need a new Adama to play with Neto. I actually think Adama used to. I think Adama used to be good from off the bench, but I actually think he held us back when he played a full 90 minutes because it just left us with one game plan, just to pass it to him and hope for the best. Lamina's a beast. One of the best signings from Hobbs, in my opinion. Strand Larsen is exactly the player that we haven't had since Jimenez, and I would probably even argue that he's probably even more of a threat than Jimenez is now, because I actually think he's faster than Jimenez, and I think he's better at finding space. Palace just played it over the ball, over the top again. They're having a drinks break. Palace getting forward a little bit there, but actually I think that Wolves defend that pretty well. Does Hobbs have a bad signing? Not yet. Who's your favourite Wolves player ever? Robbie Keane or Steve Ball for yourself? When I was a kid, growing up watching Wolves was during the Mick McCarthy days. Basically, that was when I was really into Wolves. I was into Wolves before then, but like I was old enough to really like Wolves then. And I think my favourite player from those days was Mark Kennedy. I like Kenny Miller. Matt Murray is one of my favourite goalkeepers of all time. But I did like obviously Steve Ball from back in the day for sure. I liked Jarvis, but he's a good player. Quite a few players I really like from Wolves before now, but if I've got to think of anything more recent, I've got loads now. It's ridiculous how many I've got. Yeah, exactly. That's what I was talking about. We aren't playing bad now. We're playing really well. Strand Larsen capable of 15 league goals. I think he is. We just need to keep him fit. We'll score before half time. Actually, I think Palace is actually looking pretty threatening at the moment. But Guedes has been fantastic getting forward. Jimenez was good after that knock to the head. He was never the same. Nope. Any links? Any links for Josh? Anyone? Ebanks Blake. Oh mate, Sylvan Ebanks Blake was a great player. Yeah, I remember when he scored against Newcastle. And I was in Newcastle at the time, and it's one of the more awkward situations of my Wolves supporting career. Jarvis was Arlif and Gina. I liked Arlif and Gina. Kitely, yeah, Kitely was a good player. Just me who was. Does no one remember Al Jabba loan for 7 games? Al Jabba. No, I can't remember. I'm a goalkeeper, so I like some of my favourite is Lamina. Oh, you like Sarr, but your favourite player is Lamina. Yeah, I love Lamina. Great player.
To play for your manager.
Oh yeah, he was in the 2000 and 2001 season. I really liked Henri Camara. Do you remember Henri Camara with his red boots? Henri Camara was a great player.
works and hard work. Difference.
Wolves still going, by the way. 28 minutes. They've just had a drink break. But players just playing it about pretty well at the moment. Palace have got a little bit more of the ball at the moment, but not really finding any way through. They've had a couple of scares, Wolves, but defended fairly well. Bit scrappy at the moment, to be fair, to win the ball. 3-2 City. Oh my God, mate! I was there for that. Palace playing really well at the moment, to be fair. Finding some good space. Good spell from Palace. Probably the best spell they've had so far.
Richards.
Palace looking super threatening. Well done, Wolves. Can't quite maintain the ball. But they have now. But lost it again. Go on, Doyle Hunt. Looks like they're trying to pull our centre-backs out of position. Favourite player right now is Hangi Chan. Oh, he's a good fan favourite, isn't he? Bakary Sacco, yeah, mate. Bakary Sacco was absolute legend, wasn't he? Cody from recent memory. Oh, mate, I've still got all my Cody shirts, including my England one. I was gutted when he left. Simon Bentley are good, but not that good. I actually think Sarr's cracking, to be honest. I think he gets a lot of pelters from Wolves fans, but I think he's a great goalkeeper, to be fair. Dean Richards, yeah. Who do you want as the next centre back? El Vardy apparently can play anywhere across the back line, which gives him an edge. I don't think we'll get an El Vardy. To be honest, out of the ones that we've been linked to, Pedro Lima just give away a corner from a bit of a dodgy situation, to be fair. Loading the ball is the main problem. We just need to grow into the game. The longer it goes on, the more we will grow into the game and make it go our way. Losing the ball is the main problem. Yeah, we're losing the ball far too much at the moment. Sarr is good, but he's no Rui Patricio. I actually think Sarr's done better than Patricio for a Wolves career standpoint. But Patricio in his prime was unreal, wasn't he? I think for his first season, Patricio was fantastic, and then he just sort of slowed down a little bit, didn't he? Kevin Danso to Wolves. I think it's a rumour that we're linked to, but I don't think there's anything solid just yet with any centre backs, unfortunately, guys. No solid links just yet. All just very much rumoured players.
To run, but going to catch that.
I do remember that night, actually, and you are right. He was very, very good then. I was gutted when Neves went to Saudi, mate. We were all gutted when Neves went to Saudi. Palace have definitely found their footing now. Definitely found their footing now.
To be in the lead, Wolves just makes you feel better as a player and as a manager. You're in the lead. I know it's only friendly results don't matter because still win games.
They got a free kick, Wolves. Not in a dangerous position, but it slows the game down a little bit, which I think we kind of need to do. I think Palace was starting to pick up the pace a little bit. Still have nightmares about 3-2 Coventry, mate. I try to forget about it, to be honest. I don't really do. I actually think the Watford game hurt me more. So I always think that it could always be worse. The Watford game was worse by a mile, to be honest. Cundle's done well there. Found Doyle. Ah, Chirewa, come on. Get it a whack. Pedro Lima, get in! Is he offside? Ah, he's offside. Ah. Tell you what, that's a good hit from Bellegarde. Pedro Lima jumps back onto it and he puts the ball in the back of the net, but he's slightly offside. I'd like to know whether that was offside, to be honest. Oh, Palace have scored somehow. Palace have just scored from nowhere. I don't know what the fuck happened because it was off the screen. Let me see what happened. Ball over the top. Centre back's in absolute no man's land. Bentley slides in and completely gives the ball away. Oh my god, that was shocking defending. What the hell were our centre backs doing?
It's a terrific finish. It's not an easy finish at all. He's a long way out.
It's a good finish.
So much hard work has gone into that opening 35 minutes. They've been on top, should have scored goals. Something by themselves.
Had some good opportunities, but to be fair, I did think Palace were starting to switch it on a little bit there, and it's one ball over the top, and our centre backs are in no man's land. Literally one ball over the top. Santi running back. Doyle, I actually think. I think Bentley's got to do better there. He's kicked it right through the middle instead of just kicking it wide. Oh my god, they're all over us now.
Second. Will trying to be a bit too clever there. Santiago Bueno. Step in for Wolves. Guedes. Great move again, Guedes.
Ooh, nasty foul on Guedes, that. That's got to be a yellow, ref. That was nasty, that. Just kicked at his legs from behind.
So like Guedes really.
Yeah, I thought he'd have spanked it wide, to be honest. I don't know what the hell we were doing there, to be honest. Bentley can go to Arsenal. I don't really get what he was trying to do. Yeah, I agree, British. That was absolutely shocking, to be honest. Dawson the only one trying it at the back. I don't think that's true, actually. I actually think Dawson was at fault for that goal, in a way. I think Dawson and Santi are completely in no man's land there. I don't know what the hell was going on. There's literally one ball over the top. Like, we should be prepared for that.
Crystal Palace, it was a disappointing end to the season. 4 Wolves who lost each of the last 3, 5 of them.
But I gotta say, I'm disappointed with the goal, but I'm not disappointed with how Wolves have played at all. I think we've played really well. I think we've got a stronger bench as well. So
well ranked this year. There's a lot deeper in key positions. I don't expect that to happen again, but want to get off to a good start. And last season they
won the ball really nicely there, and another shit touch.
Points too early. The first game.
1-0 down, guys. But to be fair, they've hit the post once. They've gone wide twice. We've had some scares from it already. But to be fair, we've been playing well. Guedes has been playing well. Bellegarde's been playing well. Doyle and Kundal in the middle have been making pretty much everything happen. Pedro Lima's been on. I don't know. He's slowed down a little bit now, but Pedro Lima at one point was unplayable.
Good players to try and dance past here. Good Bueno. High towards Bellegarde.
Keep it in.
Sits up nicely for him. And he brings the save from Henderson.
Doyle just hit it from a mile away and gone out for a corner. Don't think this 11 is very compatible with each other. I actually disagree. I think we've been playing really well. You're only saying that because we've gone 1-0 down, guys. But if you think about it on the whole, like, it's been a fairly even game. We've had some chances. They've had some chances, but they've just converted one because we've made a mistake at the back. But we've not made that many mistakes at the back, to be fair. Just one of those things. I'm not negative towards how we've been playing.
He fouls. The referee doesn't even react to the challenge, which tells you all you need to know about what he thought of it.
We're in absolute no man's land there. If we're not careful, oh yeah, it's fine. It's gone out. Let's see if this is a penalty. I don't think it's enough to go down, to be honest. I honestly think Dawson will be on a top 8 championship team side. He's 34 now. Yeah. Up the Palace. Fair play, Matty. Well done, mate. They're doing well. Playing well. I think both teams are playing pretty well, to be honest. Yeah, like Wolf said, this game could go either way. Gigo Gomez keeps it in. Puts a hopeful ball across, really. Doesn't really reach to any Wolves players. Wolves is the team to beat the big teams but lose to Ipswich 100%. How many corners so far? I think they've had 1, and I think we've had 2 or 3, if I can remember right, but I'm not quite sure. But yeah, I don't think we should be thinking that Wolves have played badly, guys. To be honest, I think we've made 1 mistake, and they capitalised on it. But it's one of them things, man. That's what pre-season's all about. If anything, you want to make mistakes during pre-season so you can iron them out so they don't happen again. I think Wolves have played really well, though, to be honest. Unlucky. I like Rodrigo Gomez, you know. I really do. He looks lively. No one there. Guedes, you got to wake up there, son.
Appreciate putting you on the spot here. Question to answer, but from where we're at in football now, with players on the bench, you put 5.
Exactly, yeah. I think Wolves are playing cracking, to be honest. Think about our new kits. I've seen obviously the home and away now. I think they're nice. Quality wise, very good. You know, striking design choices, changing things up a little bit, you know, keeping things fresh. Can't moan, to be honest. Can't moan. Still a little bit weird, the practices at the moment with Sudo and stuff. Kind of want to see where that goes. If that money goes actually into the club or not. And if it does, fair play. We'll know what the Premier League 11 will be. Yeah, exactly. That friendly is gonna basically tell us everything really that we need to know. I think we own the most Gomez's. I think so. It's quite a popular name, though, isn't it? To be fair. Away kit has been leaked. Yes, it has been leaked. We had the leak a very, very long time ago. I made some crappy copies, basically, just to give you guys some ideas, because I was told I wasn't allowed to leak the actual photos we received. But some of the photos have been put on the internet, so you can look at them. Oh God, you've got to be careful at the back here. They're not playing too confidently. Trevor's been good.
Trevo, he's really acquitted himself well out there tonight, hasn't he? Yeah.
Is this for a trophy? I'm not sure. I think it is. Joe Gomez, Rigo Gomez, and Totti Gomez. Totti's my favourite player from the squad only because he plays like his life depends on it. I've always liked Totti. Always liked Totti.
In September last year.
Always thought Totti was a good player. First time I saw him on the ball, thought, you know what? He got a bit of pace about him. He's a big unit. I like him. I don't like how Wolves are playing out the back on this game, to be honest. I thought we played out the back a little bit better against West Ham, but I think because they're pressing us a lot more.
Game in terms of the ideas and messages he wants to get across. Yeah, definitely.
Go on, Trewer. Great pass. In.
It's on Pedro Lima.
Does well to get up to that Pedro Lima.
Still might have a chance here. Bellegarde. It's about in time. Bellegarde across, Anderson away.
Tell you what, Bellegarde does great there.
Bellegarde there to get space to get the cross in. Yeah, with Gary Neal, he'll be very tactical, I imagine.
Loads of people don't like Totti, mate. Loads of people. Semedo is overrated. Overrated or overhated? Because you spot overhated. If you think he's overhated, I agree. Could do another Tottenham or scoring in the last few minutes. I'm not bothered about the result, to be honest. I just want to see us play.
Santiago Bueno.
Larson goal second half. It'd be nice, wouldn't it? Give him a bit of confidence. Get in. Oh, he's offside again. Honestly, we've played so well, guys. We have, honestly. We deserve a goal, man.
Because everybody should get it across the face of the goal. Just goes a little bit too early, but excellent intention though from Pedro Lima. Is he offside? Safely say yes.
Yeah, he's offside on that one. But in the right areas, do you know what I mean? In the right areas.
Intention to get in the box and try and get the end of things. Yeah, almost there, but not quite. They head off to the dressing rooms behind the goal here at this Navy Marine Corps Memorial Stadium.
Yeah, it's offside. Offside, guys. Pedro Lima put the ball in the net twice. Actually, 3 times, in a way.
That's it. Lead at half-time here.
But, yeah, half-time, 1-0 to them.
Score here. It's 1 Wolves nil.
I think that was a positive half, in my opinion. I mean, we've conceded from one mistake. We've conceded from one mistake. Ball over the top. But some really positive play, for sure. I think Guedes has been good. I think Bellegarde's played well. Pedro Lima's been stupid lively again. Rodrigo Gomez has played well. Trevor's actually had a decent game. I think Kundal's been really quiet, to be honest. I don't really heard him at all. I think Doyle's basically been playing the midfield on his own, really. Dawson's been... I don't know, subject. I think the best word is to say about it. Santi Bueno's
do a lot wrong. Good first touch.
I actually think Santi Bueno's had a decent game, actually. He's not had a load to do defensively, but his passing was really good in that half.
To be for Wolves on that occasion.
I actually agree. Yeah, he's been playing as a right winger. Gary Neal will sort things out at half time and we'll come back. It is what it is, guys. Honestly, I don't know why you guys are stressed out, man. Like, if we end up losing this game, you know, I've seen enough. I've seen enough from the two games that we've seen to, you know, the players look fit, the new players, you know, bed into the team well, the system's working nicely. We're playing a back four. We've only conceded 1 goal in 2 games so far.
Just been named as the players' player of the season. You can see the difference between the two because he was never really getting in those kind of positions.
Yeah. Yeah, Pedro Lima's not offside there, by the way.
Different option for Gary Neal. So high up the pitch and got so many good areas.
I mean, that is a good ball, but it's a great finish, but Bentley's got to do better there, man. I don't know what he's doing.
Excellent finish by Slot.
Gon's football brain is way better than people make out. I agree, mate, honestly. I think tactically he's a really good manager, but the thing that he does better than anyone at the moment is his man management. His man management's insane.
He's just got to go for safety then. Just guided away, side footed. He's got to go to his right hand side. I think played it back into the middle.
I think, mate, Seth, welcome, by the way. Geddes has been one of our best players in that first half, to be honest. He's been basically making everything happen. Nice outlet as well.
So there we go. Everyone enjoying the half-time.
Yeah, honestly, I think that could have been either way. To be fair, I think both teams had some good chances. Ball's been in the back of the net, like what, 3 times for us. I actually think one of those is an offside, by the way. He's actually quite a bit onside, but there we go. It doesn't really matter, does it? Let's face it. In terms of what I like to see in a pre-season, like I said, just are the players fit? You know, no injuries. We've seen already one from Cunha, but it doesn't look too bad. New formations, do they work? Mistakes, are they happening? Yes, sometimes. But, you know, sometimes mistakes in pre-season, they're the best times to make them. Yeah, he was definitely onside. I've checked it a few times now. I would actually really like to keep Guedes. I can't believe I'm saying that. But you've got to think about when he left. There was a lot of disturbance at Wolves. And for a player that didn't have much confidence, I think he just wanted out to find confidence elsewhere. I'd like to see him get another opportunity because he's proven in both pre-season games that he's a bit of all that. He's a bit of quality. The lads are looking cohesive, playing lovely, like 2 one-touch passes. I'm really liking it so far. Guedes, Lima and Doyle playing. Guedes looks a different player. Also doing great. Gary's saying a few things to learn. Guedes showing class tonight, but not sure he wants to stay. If my pet giraffe does a 19 spinner kicks on my cat's cousin Hippo when does my show kicking? What the hell are you on about there, mate? It's too late for that sort of talk. I'll be absolutely, my brain will fry. JLo disrupted the whole group. We didn't look together. I agree completely. We aren't playing too bad. Yeah, I don't know why people are throwing the toys out the pram. I think if that went in 0-0, I think everyone would be thinking, you know what, we're looking all right. Just because we've gone in 1-0. People are so fickle in thinking because you're losing a game, you know, it's all that. Palace literally had an open goal to aim at because of one mistake we made at the back. So I don't know why people are losing the plot over this at all. To be honest, I've been told that they've already had positive talks, but I don't know whether that'll end up him staying or not. It's a second string out there, and we make 4 great chances. Unfortunate mistake from Bentley, but he had to clear it with pressure on him. Yeah, I think it was one of those situations, wasn't it? You know, in the heat of the moment, I think he just wanted to get rid, but unfortunately the midfield wasn't deep enough to receive the ball. So liking the way we are playing. I don't mind we are losing. It's not like Palace are tearing us apart. Exactly that, man. I'll tell you what, Palace have got it in them to do that. If you watch the last game they played against us, mate, they were absolutely unreal. Gary on overshowing certain about the managers. I hope King comes on. What, so he can score from his own box? Seeing these are individual matches rather than a tournament like the Asia Cup. No, this is definitely a cup. It's just literally right there, the stateside cup. But there is some silverware to win. Obviously, it's not like the be all beginning, the be all end all. This is very much one of those where you just want to see whether things that the managers are doing are actually, you know, helping or not. First was offside. The second was not offside. I'm assuming that's what you meant there, Caitlin. Yeah, I agree. I actually think that the first one was offside. The second one was definitely not offside. It was on. I think this back four might actually make things happen this year. I actually want to see a couple of changes. I think in the back four in the second half. I don't think Dawson's quite with it just yet. Needs a little bit more a bit more time on the training pitch, I think. And I think Santi didn't do too bad. To be fair, I don't think Santi was too bad. But yeah, I'd bring on Totti and Mascara. Gary only manager with the bollocks and intelligence to do it. Yeah, exactly. He's got a bit about him, and you can tell the players really warm up to him and stuff. At least we start the season with a first place medal. Probably take off Dawson for Totti. Dawson does look a bit rusty, which is fair enough. Yeah, it's what it is, isn't it? I like seeing the Wolves fans, the Palace fans, Arsenal fans, everyone getting, having a good time and everything. That's cool. I like to see that. Who I missed? Desperate need for a CB. I think just one. I think one. Yeah, I think Mascara is a cracking player. Trey has been really good. Yeah. Sarr isn't injured now. The Portuguese players have only had one training session. I don't think it would be worth risking them at all, to be honest. We'll never tap that pre-season World Cup. Yeah. Be right back, guys. Just getting a drink. Bear with me. Yo. What have I missed? Santi and Dawson too far apart. Hence the big gaps Palace are finding. I think the other thing as well is, sorry, who said that? Charlotte. Good point. I think the other thing about that is Charlotte is that if you watched us against West Ham, we had a CDM that was sitting back in Lamina every now and then to help fill in those spaces. And in that game, it looked as though we were playing more of an attacking, in an attacking sense in the midfield. I think it has worked, but since we've conceded, I think it's better to try what we did against West Ham. I think see how that goes. Hopefully we can close them on Isaac Traore. I haven't seen us linked to him. Hoping that he doesn't get too injured this season. It's one of those things. I think if we play Rodrigo Gomez instead of him, or Chiquinho instead of him, and sort of balance his minutes out, I don't think he will get injured. I think it's just we relied on him too much and overused him too much. Don't think we'll struggle with injuries. I hope not. Yeah. What's that? Exactly that. Can't afford to be a bit further apart when you've got fast centre halves, Kerr and tight. Yeah, completely different. Completely different. They're so much better on the turn as well, aren't they? But I do think Santi Bueno played well in the sense of, passing the ball forward through the back line. But I thought he did well there. I don't think he had too much to do in a defensive sense, really. I think it really just came down to that one mistake. I'm so tired, but I have to watch the second half. No, we're all here, mate. 850 of us all here for you, bud. Get me hands going, I'll be a happy man. Now we got Rodrigo Gomez now, can be rested more and not overused. Exactly that. One or two players signings away from a very good year. And I actually think we only need a decent. What do I think we need? It depends who goes. I think we just need to replace who goes really at this point. I think we could do with an extra CM if Lamina Buba are off in AFCON in Jan. I think that's why Kundal and I think Kundal is staying for that reason. To be honest, I feel as if Gary is doing some things with his squad and he's going to win something this season. Let's all hope. Prince Alone's coming back. Yeah, I think that's the thing, isn't it? I think we're all crying out for a new centre back because we've seen Max leave, but at the same time, we've got Mascara now, who's been fantastic. It depends on which loan players stay. That's definitely true, Seth. We need one more signing. I don't think we're anywhere near as bad as last time. Quite a few substitutions happening. Pedro Lima's still on the pitch. I can see that.
Taking place at half time. This fourth official has certainly got his numbers to the board here. We're going to have to go through them more very surely.
Jesus.
I don't think I've ever seen anything like this before. This board must store an awful lot of substitutions. Cheers, mate. Still Palace anyway. Yeah.
I think Palace have just made a shitload of changes, guys.
So yeah, the subs.
Second half just kicking off, guys.
Just look as though Palace have made a rapid change to the break straight away. I can see that Jordan Ayew is down there. So they might have changed just about the whole 11. First look. Sean Matherin is out there as well.
We won't miss. I'll tell you now, this is a hot take. But we're not missing Kilman. Just saying. Yeah, I agree. One more CB. Pedro Lima, what a good signing. Fantastic.
Draw then of Rodrigo Gomez, as well as Dan Bentley, who has been replaced at half-time by Tom King.
Dan Bentley has been substituted for Tom King.
Against West Ham, and he got 45 here, so King gets some minutes as well. The other goalkeeper on the trip aside from Jose Sarr now is the 17-year-old Wales under-19 international Lewis Benjamin.
Jesus Christ. That's scared. That's going to scare the piss out of me. Oh.
They're getting in a bit of a...
Jordan Ayew's on for them as well. Great player, Jordan Ayew. King's on, told you. Fair play, Bren. Chiquinho's on as well, Seth.
In the Premier League, the Eagles.
Tom King as a 3, what a goal. Imagine the scenes if he scores another banger from his own box. I really hope Chiquinho stays. I have heard some good things though, so let's hope. I don't think King could do much worse than Bentley has, to be honest. I think that's pretty harsh, if I'm honest. I think that's pretty harsh. He's not really had a lot to do, Bentley. He had that one mistake, you know. But
playing against a different 11 in the second half. Is it going to help them while they kind of...
I don't think he had that much to do.
I think it will help them.
Agree was happy to get money for Kilman. I thought he had an awful season, if I'm honest.
The quality of Wolves be far superior to that Crystal Palace outfit now.
Cunningham loves it here, so he's not leaving at any time. Absolutely not. Bang it up to Guedes, but when it accidentally goes in Palace, the scenes, mate. No, we have a slightly different lineup. Chiquinho's on and Tom King's on, for as much as I know, but I will let you know if I see any more.
It's a King. In terms of the Palace 11, they've got Henderson, Kapora, Ward.
Believe me, I really don't want to. I don't want to agree with you, but if you watch any of my match reviews from last season, there was a lot of times where he was having a shocker. Palace have changed the whole 11, by the way.
Wolves making their own changes very soon as well.
I think still got the same 2 centre backs. Which, in fairness, in some regard, I don't really blame Gary because he needs to try them out. Can't just rely on Mascara and Tati all the time.
Up there at Chirewa.
Yeah, every single person changed. Best thing about Kilman was the fact he was available for every game. Trouble is, you can be available for every game, but how many games was he over a 6? How many? You know, this is Tom King's first game for Wolves. I don't think it is, mate. I'm pretty sure I've seen him play for Wolves before in a cup game. Kilman is all right. Wasn't a fit for Wolves. Yeah.
Are you with the corner?
Too many mistakes. So far, what can we say? 49 minutes in, Palace pressure's been... Oh my God, what a ball that is.
Just 4.5 minutes into the second.
Guys.
And this new Crystal Palace 11 catch out ball.
Guys, I'm sorry. What was that? I have seen that goal so many times in Football Manager. It's literally a ball over the top, centre back's gone, ghosts, and Tom King hasn't even attempted. He's actually dodged the ball. It just looks like he's dodging it. He just dodges the ball. Doesn't even want it.
Finish.
It's a great touch by RU. Yeah, it is a great touch, but that he didn't even go in the middle. He didn't even pick a corner. He literally just aimed it directly at him, and he looked like he fell over. Tom King just he just fell over. Guy's playing dodgeball. Oh fuck! I love it. Gotta make some changes now.
At some point in the second half, can't keep it.
Tell you what, this new Palace 11 looked lively.
Dispossessed there by Jamida.
Trying to do too much at the moment. 2-0, yeah. Take back one in King on, mate. What in the hell was that? Reckon I'll just join here. That's poor. How you doing, Riley? You good? 900 of you here. What do you think of that? That was... I mean, it's 2 balls over the top so far. That's literally what's happened. 2 balls over the top. 2 goalkeeper mistakes. 2-0. Centre-backs for that second goal, by the way. Where was Dawson? I didn't even see it. The ball went in the back of the net. I don't even think Dawson was even in the box, was he? Shocker.
Centre half. No foul. Santiago Bueno.
Oh, come on, Wolves.
Chiquinho can stretch defences.
He can't keep that in. Unlucky Chiquinho. Sad thing is, we can't bring Bentley back on.
Difficult with the top kick when it's hard and low, and quite move his feet quick enough.
Top dude, it's literally right at Tom King.
Tom King, a player that you've come across much in your Wales days? I've never been the same.
You literally just go low. You literally just drop to the floor and use your feet. Like, what are you doing?
Delighted to get an opportunity. Hasn't played many minutes in the match yet.
Yeah, we can definitely get back into it because we were playing well in the first half. We just need to make some changes now.
4 times that season in total.
Palace are a good side, though, guys. I said this at the start when everyone was thinking we were just going to run away with this. Palace are a great team. They've got a good manager. They know what they're doing. I think they're a better team than West Ham, to be honest. But we're still playing. You know what I mean? That's what we're here for. We just want to see our team play. The result is what it is. Do you know what I mean? The result is what it is. I just want to see us play football. Just need to wake up a bit, get some better touches. I think I'd bring Strand Larsen on now. Strand Larsen on for Guedes.
normal game situation. Gary O'Neill, I'm sure, will be looking towards his bench fairly soon in terms of trying to change things in their favour. But
yeah, Strand Larson,
the result here.
Lamina, yeah.
Alistair, for a set play here that's going to be fairly direct.
In their first half, Riley, he was phenomenal, really good.
Who take it? He's going to swing this one in. This line being pushed back a bit here. It's not a bad ball. Dawson surprisingly connects with his head.
Oh my God.
It's a bit overly ambitious to try and start a move from that position.
It's more down to the player, mate. Down to the player.
Excellent quality to the bottom of Io. These ballers are free kicks. He's got moves to his left hand side to take this next one, but that was a dangerous ball for a position to put across in front. Io over this. Mate, there's a talking gesture as well. Io's ball in, Doyle's header. Hugo Bueno. Buenos. Hugo Bueno, who had such an impact against Crystal Palace when he was thrust into things.
Oh, he's done well there, Hugo.
Down at Selhurst Park in season before last.
I think it'll be 2-1 Palace, to be honest.
Dawson. Played some Wolves throw.
Come on, make something happen.
Spin round there, but it didn't quite work for him. He's starting to tire out there now.
Definitely need some substitutions here, guys.
The first half, those little sharp movements. Still out there trying, but I'm quite happy.
Strand Larson hat-trick.
That's up to any of those players, really.
Seems to be more settled than we've
Free kick.
ever seen him, which is positive. Yeah, and he seems to be trying. Do you know what I mean? Getting into decent positions. The ball over the top has killed him completely twice. Dave says it all here.
Up there. A shot of the Wolves bench.
Free kick for Wolves. Doyle's whip it in.
Where did the penalty spot?
Can't whip a good ball in. You got enough to aim at.
Wolves find a route back into this game here. It is Doyle. It's deep. It's Dawson.
Dawson, mate. It's like a 50p head.
Pedro Lima.
Yeah, I agree. Riley, to be fair, is going to show.
That's a nice play again there. By Bellegarde. Same man again who's given away the free kick.
Another free kick. We got a second though, mate.
I think I saw him coming. Clever play.
Nah, results never matter in the pre-season. It's all about performance. I think we performed well in the first. We haven't really been able to play in the second.
Another Wolves free kick in a very similar position.
Exactly the same free kick, by the way.
To bend this in. Benes was in there. Bellegarde. Doyle.
Oh, Doyle. Oh, Doyle. Oh.
It's not really his game to get to the line there. Ayew. As far as Cundle.
We're playing well, to be fair. It's just two shitty mistakes from Wolves, man.
Lima. Bellegarde. Causing big problems here for Palace, but he's lost it now.
Trying to do too much. Need to make some substitutions, Gary. "60 minutes in." Ugh. We've had 2 goals disallowed, but one of them was offside.
In these early pre-season games, did firmly set out to the players before you even kicked off how many minutes you're ultimately going to play in these. So
Yeah, it's going to be interesting to see what he can do.
Be ready.
Kundal's been really good so far, for sure. I think Chiquinho has been decent. But he needs polish. Chiquinho needs polish big time.
Well, before the game, these players would have known all the West Ham game that they played.
I'd keep Kundal because we need depth in the centre mid for sure. Because of the late subs. To be fair, he doesn't normally do that. He's just trying to get minutes in players' legs that need it. Pre-season's all about that.
All the attacking bodies were dropping around him, and he was the experienced man, the man that had to be lent on, and he put some really solid performances. His deal is due to expire at the end of the season, so a big campaign for him.
Kino working hard there. Yeah, exactly.
Channel, so ready to be deployed here. 2 wide men, they are missing Daniel Perez.
Hwang and Sarabia coming on, guys. Hwang and Sarabia.
A challenge. Go to his pocket again.
Chiquinho could be injured here.
The corner is this time.
Don't say Chiquinho's injured, for fuck's sake.
Potential red card a couple of minutes ago. I guess if you're Gary O'Neill, you probably want to play against Liverpool, don't you, in a pre-season game? You don't really want it to be uneven. No, you don't actually want to win a game. It's better to have a more realistic opposition. So Guedes comes off. Hwang Hee-chan, you would assume, will go and play through the middle, and Sarabia on here for Bellegarde, who's also looked really lively tonight. Yeah, Bellegarde's done really well, really sharp, went to some really good areas, linked well in particular with.
Bellegarde's done alright, to be fair.
Well, going inside, not going outside. Of course, Crystal Palace's left-hand side, a lot of problems. Guedes, so sung his praise enough the first time. I thought he was terrific, in 45 minutes, really given Gary O'Neill.
He's okay. He's okay.
His future's already.
Yeah, he's fine. He's back up.
Next season, but still up in the air that he's definitely going to run the right way of playing some more games in all goal this season. But he has played.
I would stay up a little bit.
Centre forward. They've got one senior centre
forward. Just to talk a little bit about the game.
Does that open the door for him, do you think, if he is to come back in that position?
I agree, Joe. I agree. Trying to give him as many minutes as possible before the other guys come in.
Number 9. Guedes can play as a 9, a 10, or up at either side. If they are going to play that 4-2-3-1, it's going to have to be quite fluid at the top end of the pitch. You imagine Strand Larsen is going to be the focal point, which will work well for all those other players. He stretches defences, which allows.
I'm surprised Strand Larsen's not come on, to be honest.
Definitely another good option. You never know who Bournemouth might have offers for the likes of Pedro Neto. Dawson Centre only goes so far, and it's into the side netting from Caleb Kabora.
Got away with one again there, guys.
Stick to the limelight and the floodlights here in America. Nearly, I think 3-0. Good chance for him. Does want to keep it down to get back across the goalkeeper. Not the easiest chance.
I think the second half's been all Palace, to be honest.
The attacking options,
if I'm honest,
are going to be next season. It's huge. So many options up there.
Starting 11 opening day.
Back into the team as well. That's
I'll tell you that at the end. Trying to focus on the game.
Strand Larson, Cunha, the names really do go on.
Definitely need Strand Larson on.
Arsenal and Chelsea the first two, then a trip to Nottingham Forest for August is out. In the second his time. He's the other player on a yellow card. Santiago Bueno. Sarabia coming on and getting into the thick of things here.
We keep getting pressed, man. Like, Wolves can't handle this press at all.
Swipe there, just be careful. Tenacious, Sarabia.
Thoughts on the new kit? Yeah, I said earlier, I think I really like it. I did a kit review on the channel, if you want to check that out. But I was surprised, to be honest. So definitely with the quality as well. Very surprised.
Jumping into that challenge. We just have to be careful here. Kapora.
Palace look switched on, man. This second 11 has been absolutely destroying us. We can't find any momentum at all.
Second half, we struggled as they got into that final third. He is a little bit of tiredness. We said it could go one way or the other at half time. It's definitely favoured.
Yeah, definitely. You want to play different teams to see what works.
With the throw.
Wolves have been shit in the second half, I'll be honest. I think in the first half, I think it was quite equal, but I actually think even though Palace had scored, I thought Wolves looked really good. But in the second half, we've been dog shit, to be honest.
6 now, the last 7 games. It's always seemed to come a proper down and Selhurst. It hasn't been a great ground for them to go to in recent years. Sole win for Wolves against Palace in April of last year when Joachim Andersen
It's going to show a lot of character now from Wolves to not lose their shit.
4 minutes into added time at the end of the game.
Because Gary said quite a few times now that we've got a bit of an emotional group.
After a lot of friendlies when changes are made. Just lose the rhythm of the game. Unfortunately, of course, they haven't quite got going in the second half.
We've been absolute shit in the second.
Gary O'Neill's only made a sprinkling of substitutions so far. Hasn't gone for them en masse. It's almost like he's making changes to try and turn the result in the game rather than actually doing the fitness of the players. But Sarabia and Fang coming on together a few minutes ago. Maybe just trying to find some continuity as well. Like I said, you make big changes, and all of a sudden you do lose that rhythm. It takes a while for new players to get into the game. Pedro Lima, lovely takedown. It is still Pedro Lima.
Pedro Lima, man. Oh my God, what a player. What a player.
Santiago Bueno.
Yeah, Dawson and Santi have had a shocker going twice the ball over the top. Nowhere to be seen for both. Yeah, good player. Good player.
Reinforcements coming soon. It's a little bit harder here at the Stateside Cup because the subs are required to.
Pedro Lima just brought a ball down, by the way. Great touch on him.
That was initially after that, but he stopped in the end. You are right, though, the way Gary O'Neill was discussing with the assistant there. It's almost like they were trying to find a way back into the game rather than having scripted changes. Who knew the Stateside Cup was so important to the silverware of the season?
I think Gary just needs to make a shitload of changes now, to be honest.
In the second half.
They're having a drinks break.
A healthy crowd here in Annapolis.
I think in the first half it was quite equal, but Wolves looked really good. playing the ball around. System looked good.
30,000 people that showed up here for an ice
At
hockey
the
game
press
between the
sometimes, but
Washington Capitals and
in the second half, we haven't been able to get any momentum on the game at all.
Stadium.
And the 2 goals we've conceded are both very poor and easily
Right here at Palace's second goal.
avoided.
A few minutes into the second half.
Literally football manager goals.
It's that diagonal run off the left-hand side. Catches young Pedro Lima right. So Aguabara can't get across in time. His touch was too good. Plucking it out of the sky beautifully. Second touch wasn't as good. Forced onto his left foot, but probably helped him. Sharp finish. Boy Leipzig, by the way, who was facing at the weekend. They're playing Villa tonight. Elsewhere, they're facing them the Red Bull Arena in New Jersey. Beating Villa 2-0 at the moment, thanks to goals from Andre Silva and Luis Openda.
Villa are losing 2-0.
Sent on for Villa. The Premier League sides in action as well. They're facing Arsenal at the moment. Caballo, Mo Salah.
Mario Lemina coming on.
On the slot side there, Kai Havertz pulling one back for Arsenal. Philadelphia. Mario Lemina about to come on here for Wolves.
It is the 71st, 71 minutes. 71 minutes.
Hasn't been a second half full of chances overall, has it really? We're talking about Dean Henderson not having to do too much in the Palace goal, but himself.
They do leave it last minute, yeah.
Intensity of the game was definitely softened in the second half. Like a dynamism for both teams really in that final third. Sarabia was the one who lost possession there for Wolves. Hugo Bueno wins it back. Lemina will certainly give Wolves some tenacity in the middle.
Go on, Chiquinho. Keep that in, lad.
Wants to check onto that right side.
That's a good ball, that was.
Maybe had Larson been on the field, that might have been the cross he'd have thrived off. I said about intensity and dynamism, but ball went out for a throw. Whitney got on with it, got Chiquinho down that left-hand side.
Throwing over to Chiquinho. Chiquinho did well, really, to prepare to get onto his favoured foot. Strand Larson coming on as well, lads.
So Dawson, Totti Gomez. Oh, Larson, he's
Totti Gomez coming on.
well off as well to hand the armband
And Lemina.
over to Lemina. Taking away as well. Going to be quieter in the second half, hasn't he? He's passed him by a little bit in midfield. I think everyone from balls protect to go forward has been a bit more difficult in this second half, but some big hitters on the pitch now. Presumably last time we'll go and play centrally. Looks like he's going to play up there with Wang for now.
I don't want to lose the ball there, Santi.
Either again. Certainly up here for
Oh,
Palace.
offside. He'd have topped them all over again, yeah.
Lovely disguise of it.
Favourite goal last season is the Doyle goal against Brentford. Oh, mate, what a cracker that was. I think mine's still Sarabia, to be fair, or Cunha at Forest. I'm not sure. Tight, those two. Between those two. Oh, my God. They look threatening every time they get the ball, Palace. So positive going forward.
Pedro Lima. Last really showed in that game against West Ham the other night that he has many strings to his bow as a front man. A willing runner, he can hold it.
John Larson did well there to keep the ball, give it to Sarabia, but then Sarabia pretty much loses it straight away.
It really beats the line well. Balls haven't really had since Raul Jimenez, who can occupy some central defenders. Like you said, running behind, run channel, works hard, very good. Into him, can attack crosses as well. So
I think I'd like to see us score at least one goal, just to see, you know.
Right hand divided as well. He'll do that a lot this season for Wolves.
to see if a game plan's actually worked, because to me this game plan hasn't really worked.
Yeah, definitely. Keep him healthy, build him into a Premier League season. Intensity will be nothing like he's been used to before.
I think sometimes it's down to
He looks like he's ready for the Premier League.
either sloppy passes or the midfield being in the wrong areas.
Celta Vigo last season.
Really good run out. Gonna need teams press us high. Yeah, I think you're right. To be fair, Stu, I think that's a sensible comment. I think the only worry is the ball over the top. Oh, Totti Gomez. Oh, is that Chiquinho? What a tackle that was!
Is it clear? Larson in the battle here.
Nah, I don't know about that. I don't know about that.
That is what he brings to the team that makes it difficult for opposition centre backs to go and win the ball.
I don't know about that. I don't know how the hell that was a Riley. If you're hungry, lad, go and cook yourself some food, son. Why not?
And Wolves the decision. Some kind.
We've been saying that for a while now, haven't we? It'd be lovely, but yeah, Chiquinho's been class tracking back. I think I agree. To be fair, I think
some of the players out there are going to come pretty close.
Quite positive.
Which I don't think we'd have expected at the start of tonight. Leipzig will certainly be a bigger.
To be honest, their midfield has been really good. Palace. They have in the second half. They have completely stopped everything. Carry on, son. Don't worry about it. You got reason. Exactly that. I think the ball over the top though, like you shouldn't, as a Premier League side, be that exposed. Ah, so close.
To get his tally up and running for Wolves sooner rather than later, because he's looked so good in training.
Chiquinho did so well then.
Decent shot on goal there, have that ball be more accurate to him. Meanwhile, here comes Palace. King spills it, but has it now.
I think I could be a goalkeeper if Tom King can be a goalkeeper.
It was excellent. Fortunately, the pass wasn't. A big opportunity to try and Larson to get that goal he so desperately wanted a ball share.
Chiquinho got into a great position there and did really, really well.
Senior, Mosquera, Aït-Nouri and Doherty, three defenders. Sarabia.
No one in the midfield, man. Where the fuck are you? Well done, Mario.
Yeah, plenty of Korean support for him. Sarabia.
Come on then. Come on then. Turn the screw, lads. Turn the screw. I'm surprised we haven't seen Aït-Nouri. Really strange. We haven't seen Aït-Nouri at all.
Gomez. Pedro Lima. Only just turned 18.
The difference is they've got Vicario and he's fast as fuck.
in the second half to sustain it. A little bit of pressure in the Crystal Palace half.
I think Palace has just beaten us in the midfield, to be honest. I apologise.
Sarabia.
Ball in.
Pass. It's Wangi Chan trying to find some room. Sarabia. Well, he has such a
Fuck's sake.
see how it is about the back and composure.
Sometimes Hwang
I think got played to.
he does too much.
You've seen that position so often. The Premier League, where he likes to chop back with his right foot and get it out of his feet. I just felt he played the pass a little bit heavy to Sarabia. Just messed up his foot pattern a little bit. Then got digging the ball out.
Positives from this game is the first half.
Sure, not doing substituted here.
Played the ball really nicely around. Guedes looked good again. Pedro Lima looked good. Bellegarde looked really good. Rodrigo Gomez looked really good actually. Again.
He is. The man who's just come on. They're out of their new setup. And Sarabia here. Some pain in that left leg.
Sarabia's done his knee.
Straight away, racing over there, the Wolves doctor Kai Wynn.
Sarabia's done his knee. Shit.
Gary O'Neill will have made of not only the second half, but he's seen overall from Wolves tonight. I think he'll be reasonably happy. I thought this was excellent. Definitely deserved to be in front. Lots of good moments, attacking.
I'm not sure.
Right hand side, it mentioned the interlinking play.
I'm not sure yet. I'll keep you updated, guys.
So many positive things away from that second half. Struggle to keep their playing in. The intensity the Wolves are playing has died, but since they've made some change and just started to lift it again, it'd be great if they could get a goal just to get a little bit of positivity back, because it has been a good performance. I think Gary O'Neill realised that.
I think he's okay.
They're not going to take any kind of risk here with Sarabia, are they? His night might be over.
I think Sarabia's okay. He's up walking. I think he's going to take him off just for precaution, but I don't think he's that bad actually.
Fans, I'm sure, have enjoyed this night. Many of whom have watched Wolves remotely, shall we say?
Nah, I think he's okay, guys.
Fans, a chance for them to see them in the flesh here tonight.
When it comes to pre-season, just not worth it. If you've had any problem whatsoever, you just come off. Come off.
Yeah, which is usually a good thing. I use corners deep, pass holding. So Sarabia's back with us.
Sarabia's back on.
Tati Gomez.
Strand Larsen's already on.
Soon if we're going to force penalties. It's looking likely at the moment.
We just haven't been able to go through their midfield at all. It's been an absolute bastard to get through their midfield in the second half.
Going from back to front. Doherty's about to come on here for Wolves.
Jesus Christ, King, chill the fuck out, bro.
Pretty well to get upfield in the end. It could have been a worse outcome for them.
Yeah, Strand Larsen's already on, mate. So is Hwang and Tati Gomez and Lamina have been the changes so far. And Tom King.
The crossover was there between you and him when you were...
Doc's just come on as well. Pedro Lima's off.
Yeah, he came... Never played him in the friendly where he got signed over in United.
Thought Pedro Lima's done really well again, you know. He's looked good. He looked great in that first half. He got forward so much.
well, but you had probably 5 or 6 years of Duff. So come through the younger age groups. Lamina.
Go on, Lamina.
Placing Pedro Lima
Finding Doc. Sarabia.
Raising these positions normally. Referee to go out before he came back in. I think
Fuck's sake.
Pulled it back.
King reminds me of Harry Maguire.
All through his career. I mean, it wasn't out, was it? No. The unpredictability of his runs, find themselves in positions the pitch which are really hard to pick up. Henderson is going to take it. So I make it the only Wolves players who haven't been replaced yet are the 2.0s, Santiago and Hugo, and Luke Cundle as well.
I'm surprised Cundle's had as many minutes as he has, you know, because I think in this second half Cundle's been absolutely non-existent. I don't know why Aït-Nouri's not on. I actually don't. I think he's probably just going to play a full 90 in the next one, perhaps.
Doherty. Sarabia trying to move it on.
Sometimes you get that. Sometimes you get, if you want a certain player to play a whole 90, you don't risk him in one game and bang him in another. Bit like Bellegarde in this one.
It's interesting to see Wang playing quite a way off Strandmaster, definitely is at number 10. He's not up there alongside his new striker.
Well, it's been a complete contrast, really, for the West Ham game. I think that in the first half, I think we played a similar game. But in the second half...
Well, my next question to you was, do you see or do you envisage much of a shift in playing style now that he's had a full summer with what was the squad of last season and the new additions as well? Yeah, definitely. I think obviously playing forward at the back is...
Sarabia needs to calm down, man. He looked really hot-headed in this.
Previous years, that was the best to get results last season, but after full pre-season, understanding where Wolves fell short last year, I feel like they will go with this formation, and it means the fullbacks will be higher up the pitch, be lots more freedom in those front four spaces. I mean, Wolves are really excited to watch.
Fucking hell, man. Literally, there's just been this second half there's just been no momentum at all for Wolves to each game. It's been a really, really good performance from Palace, I've got to say. Their second half performance has been bloody good.
Yes, Mascara coming back from such a successful loan as well, and not being allowed back out again shows that he will have opportunities this year. Someone I've been really, really impressed with. Suits the way Gary O'Neill wants to play with how quick he is at recovering. It means they can be very aggressive. Alongside someone like Craig Dawson will help him. But Totti was excellent last season. Someone is going to be a casualty if you can put it.
Go on, put it through.
It is Chiquinho!
Oh.
And that was not too far away from pulling Wolves right back in this game. Super sharp again.
I thought that was in.
Worked his socks off since he's got to the pitch at half time. Another one, it looks like he's got a real point to prove. Trying to get into Gary O'Neill's. Big favoured right foot, head down. Controls his strike so easy to leave back and
unlucky.
Up into the air.
Hwang does really well at finding him. It's a good first touch to get free.
Like at his ankles. Pretty well set. Larson. Henderson clawing at that. It was from such a tight angle. It's deflected behind. Wolves have a corner and they're rallying late here.
Oh my God, Hwang. Strand Larson did really well then. He got free. Pulled it out to Hwang. Hwang took a whip at it. He's gone out for a corner.
Sarabia by holding. Chiquinho trying to force it back. Wolves will have to reset.
Sarabia whipped in. Get in.
And Santiago Bueno has scored. And as the clock ticks towards 90, Wolves have breathed life back into their stateside cup campaign. It's 2-1.
Santi Bueno.
The crossfield pass from Luke Cutler was excellent. The ball in from Sarabia was just as good.
Strand Larsen. Strand Larsen. What is this? Oh.
On the spot, Santiago Bueno gets across his man.
Strand Larsen, back heel pass. That was a fantastic goal.
Fantastic from Strand Larsen again.
Another assist, by the way, from Strand Larsen.
The first goal of the Wolves colours, albeit in a friendly for Santiago Bueno.
Come on. Now we need one more goal. My goat.
They are chasing this. Surely would only be one goal they could score more at this stage. Would take us to a penalty shootout.
Come on, Wolves.
Have Wolves got a bit more here? Chiquinho.
Substitutions.
Chiquinho fires it towards goal. Wolves have a
Corner.
Where's this come from?
Chiquinho's been class.
Still time for the clock. It's another Sarabia corner.
Sarabia corner.
Towards Lamina. Totti Gomez is in there. I don't think he expected it to come to his feet. That's a King who's way out of goal. Goal scorer. Sorry, it's a Larsen brother who's dropped again. I thought it was Santiago Bueno there who stayed in attack. Sarabia past Santiago Bueno. Palace kids scrambling to get the ball away.
That's a foul.
Free kick.
Chiquinho playing well then.
Building pressure there. That's a Chiquinho moment. Cross is there to come in. Really going to struggle to beat Henderson from that angle. Good power behind the shots.
See what I mean? He reminds me so much of Neto. I said this at the start of this stream. He reminds me of Neto. Chiquinho does. Powerful winger.
Might be a free kick that may just edge Palace over the line. Wolves likely to have maybe one more attack. Chiquinho's really come into his own in the last few minutes here. Here's Lamina. Can he move it quickly here? Not like that, he can't.
Shit. It's gonna peter out. This is.
Let's have it here with Hamada. Ayew. And Benone has finished it here for Palace.
Fuck's sake.
Deep into added time. And it is their victory tonight in the stateside cup.
Defending has been awful, I'll be honest. The defending has been dreadful for 3 goals.
Of forcing penalties right at the end here. That opportunity is taken away from them by one of Palace's young guns.
I need to see this again.
The ball just chasing the game, got bodies caught up the pitch, didn't quite get to the second ball. I'll say Crystal Palace took advantage of it extremely well.
That's a good goal. That's a really good goal, actually.
That's back onto his right foot.
I'll be honest, guys.
Finish across top.
I think Hugo Bueno just looks knackered. He can't get to the ball in time.
Going to try and get back into
But that's just a really well worked goal.
So
Tom King is absolutely shocking.
into just right outside a little bit too easy. There's a glimmer for Wolves in the end as the full-time whistle goes here in Annapolis. 2 games out of 3 down for Wolves in America as their stateside cup campaign comes to an end as they lose here tonight by as many as they won.
Fair play, fair play.
It's a really competitive game at times, certainly in the first half, and the latter stages of the second as well. Palace ahead, who Jeffrey shortly.
Stick around, guys. I'm going to talk about this game.
Ayu came off the bench to make it 2-0 shortly after the restart. Santiago Bueno prodding home in the 90th minute to pull one back for Wolves. But substitute Asher Agbinone scoring in the 4th minute of added time.
Stick around.
Palace the victory
We'll
here.
talk about it.
Finishes here in Annapolis at the Navy Marine Corps Memorial Stadium. Crystal Palace 3, Wolves 1. Dave Edwards, your final thoughts on this evening? Disappointed they didn't get the result, but
Right, so let's talk about that first lineup. So this is how we lined up, and it's awkward really because I feel like in the first half we did a decent job, but you know, one mistake led to their goal and they go in at 1-0 up, and then I think Wolves tried to do similar to what they did in the second, and Palace had just figured them out, and then that second half performance for me wasn't very good at all. I think the only redeeming factor is the fact that the first half actually we played very, very well, and there was a couple of times where we could have scored a goal. Do you know what I mean? It wasn't as though there was no chances or whatever. I just don't think the midfield was great in the second half. I feel like we lost the midfield battle pretty much every single time we had any possession. And Palace, that's that second 11 that they put on the pitch. Palace they look better than in the first half. You look at the goals, ball over the top for the first one, Bentley in no man's land, open net. It's a great finish. That's 1-0. The second one, guess what? Ball over the top again. Everybody in no man's land again. And Tom King just dodges the ball, basically. And then the third goal that they scored was probably their best goal, to be fair. It was a really good team goal, stretched us across the pitch, made use of the width, pulled us apart basically, and left loads of gaps. And that was their best goal, to be fair. But our goal was pretty good, to be fair, and then where it came from was decent as well, because I felt like we started applying the pressure, but I actually think it was down to the substitutions that were on the pitch. Sarabia had more quality getting the ball into the area. Jan Larson had more quality at finding, you know, a tricky situation and making something out of it. And you know, we had more bodies in the box. But it's awkward, really. I feel like I'm repeating myself a bit, but the 3-1 looks bad on paper, doesn't it? But Wolves were just unlucky in that first half not to score a goal. And I think going behind just knocked the wind out of our sails a little bit. And I think the game plan just started to change and we couldn't find momentum. They just bodied the midfield. Basically, that's what happened. I feel Gary needed to make changes a lot sooner, to be honest. Good assist for Jurgen. Better than last season. Larson's assist made me forget about that second half performance. Wouldn't take this game as anything to turn on. Yeah, it's a pre-season game at the end of the day, and there was some good players. I think, like you said, Guedes and Chiquinho sticking out. Pedro a lot. Lima looks still really good. Thought Rodrigo Gomez was unlucky to come off. Actually, I thought he looked really good. That's the name of the ones to look at. Developing understanding of position in the back four. To be honest, I said this earlier, but I'm glad we've made mistakes in a way, because now we can work on those in training. Do you know what I mean? That ball over the top. How can we deal with that, lads? You know, in my opinion, what you do, you play your CDM, you know, further back to cover that gap in the middle. Don't think we really did that at all, and I think against West Ham we did. I think against West Ham we played a CDM in Lamina, and he just sort of mopped up things at the back if our defenders were struggling. But I also think that Mascara and Totti just made a better centre-back pairing as well. But I think there's some positives to take from it, to be honest. I think it's easy to look at the negatives when you lose a game. But I think there was a lot of positives, especially in that first half. Yeah, exactly. I also think we missed Ait-Nouri a lot. I think he just offers you too much that you miss when he's not playing. If I were to describe this game, good first but bad second. I think Palace were just. I think we should have made a full 11 change, if I'm honest, like Palace did, because it just gave them so much energy. Whereas we only made a couple of changes, and you saw at the end what the late changes that they had. But you know what? As we said earlier, it's a pre-season game. I've seen enough in the last two games to say we're doing things right. There's some things that we're definitely doing right. And we just need to address the things that we're doing wrong. Yeah, we had loads of opportunities in the first half to score and we didn't. I don't think Gary necessarily trying to win, if you get me. I think he was just testing the waters. I think he was at the end. I actually think he was trying to win. I think if you're testing the waters, then you make more changes, in my opinion. If you're trying to win the game, you stick to the same game plan and keep going. But if you're trying to test the waters, you make more changes. But How do I feel it? How do I feel it? I feel disappointed. I don't ever like to watch Wolves lose, regardless of it being pre-season or not. But I'm just happy that the first half happened, because if we played the way we did in the second half in the first half, then I think that would have been abysmal, to be honest. But I saw so much in the first half, and I saw things from players like Guedes and Chiquinho and Pedro Lima and Rodrigo Gomez, and then at the end Strand Larsen. I've just seen so much in those new players to give me so much more positivity about our depth. But yeah, 3 o'clock. So I'm gonna go. Nice to see you all. Hope you're all good. 1,043 of you here. Do me a favour. Like the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel. Do all the things you normally do. You're all legends, and I'll see you for the next one. In a bit, guys. Bye bye.